No, I have to kill myself real quick. I've been ashamed.
God, shut the fuck.
All right, let's go. Okay. So, yeah, with that, Gob sort of finishes his speech and he says, like, any questions?
No.
Freedom, he looks at you and he says, or, no, it's Hyde that knows how to drive. Gabriel, he looks at you and he says, you look like you got some
meat on your bones, kid.
You look like you got a head for transmission, for gears, for engines, for car words. How do you feel about driving?
That's me trying to talk to my dad. Like, you like that?
Son, you look like you've got a good
Shift?
carburetor on your shoulder.
You look like you've got a good head on your shoulders that does the things where you think and do the things and stuff and things and yeah, you know the
You look
ones.
like a man who knows his way around headlight fluid.
How do you feel about driving, kid? Hyde,
I can do that.
Hyde, he looks exactly the same age as you, by the way.
I am a
Should've filled the
child
tank
and
up
I
with
can drive.
transportation sauce.
Jesus.
All right, so we should probably assign the other roles, right? Who wants to be in
I
car
will.
cover? All right, sounds good to me. Anyone else?
Hey, what are the roles that are happening?
Basically, Hyde's driving, and he's asking for in-car cover right now. But there's also upper car defenders and upper car attackers, or evaders, I guess.
So I'm gonna go upper car attackers because I got that damage per second.
All right, sounds good. Anybody else in the other car want to do stuff, like have a role?
Are these
Roles?
Stanley, that's you.
What? No, we'll just sit in the car and stare. Thanks.
To have roles.
Hey Stan, does your melee character want to sit in the cab of the car where you can't do anything, or do you want to go on top of the car where you like can jump onto other cars and defend stuff?
Dude, I can go on top of the car.
Yeah, that's like half the thing.
Dude, that's fucking awesome.
Would you like to do
Wait,
it?
I forget what I'm doing here. What am I doing in this situation?
Loki, you're in the secondary, or you're in the car with the NPCs with Gob, Czar, and Gem, and you're on top.
Okay,
You're
dang.
one of the infiltrators.
Yeah, dang.
And he
That's
says,
Gucci, man.
and Mob, you can stay inside the car as well. Provide support.
You little bitch.
Yeah, with whatever you do. So Gob says, well, the races aren't till later tonight, and that's really more of a practice one. So, what do you guys say we sort of check out the town? I'm sure none of you have spent that much time in a port city in your lives, considering how rare they are. You want to check out Leviathan?
Before he even finishes saying the words port city, I say, what's a port city?
It's
An answer really just like looking
It's,
confused.
it's a city next to a port.
Okay.
Did you not see the ocean when we came in?
No, not at all. What's an ocean?
Dad, he like walks over and sort of like knocks on your head a little bit, and he's like, "Are you sentient?
I'm a
Can you
skeleton,
think?
sir.
Aye, sir, I'm a skeleton.
As soon as he
information.
touches Dad, Gibson like walks over with like a finger like out, and he like pushes him up against the fucking car.
No. Hold on. So, the instant he knocks his like knuckles, like he wraps his knuckles along my head, I just like my head just starts jiggling like a bobblehead, and then does not stop.
and Gibson is like, don't fucking touch people. When they don't ask you to touch them. And he fucking pins him up against one of the cars. And he just like breathes on him for a bit.
Okay, Freedom, make a wisdom check.
Okay. Alright, I got a 3.
Okay. So you're holding Gob against the car, and you're, I mean, he's, you're not holding him that hard right now, but he's still, like, visibly uncomfortable, and he's like, could you please, get off?
I decide that, he shouldn't fucking talk to me like that, and stop being a little bitch, and I start fucking, I'm gonna kill him. I fucking choke him.
This episode of Questionable Decisions is brought to you by
You wanna die, cunt?
brought to you by Freedom Suicide.
Is anyone going to stop me?
Yeah, I'm gonna just like put my hand on your shoulder and say, no, I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm just gonna like rattle my teeth a little bit, look deep.
I'm gonna stumble over and knock into him and push him off, and say, "We need him for the race. You can't kill him yet. He has enough chance doing that in the race."
Whatever, fucking whatever.
There's a race coming up.
So yeah,
There's a
Freedom,
race, by the way.
he sort of knocks you off of him, and Gob dusts himself off and sort of coughs, and he's like, thanks for the glowing recommendation there, Bran.
I just fucking saved your life, by the way, so you fucking owe me. Cunt.
Wait,
So he
Freedom,
says-
you didn't save anyone's life.
Yeah, I
What?
did. I almost
Who?
killed him, and then I decided
Oh.
not to. Yeah.
You decided not to when I pushed you off of me.
Fucking saved his life.
So yeah, he gets up, he dusts himself off, he's like, alright, we're all having fun here, but it's probably about time we start heading off to town. Bran, you can lead them. Jem, Zara, and I need to stay back and work on the cars.
Jesus H. Christ. What the fuck is that?
Alright, I'm gonna stumble to the door and say, alright, boys, I guess we should hit the town.
Who is currently fucking a bag of Legos?
That's me. Sorry.
Loudly crunches everything.
The crunching sound isn't me. I just wanted to take responsibility for fucking a bag of Legos because that sounds fun.
Hey,
That sounds
Hyde!
fun to you?
Hey, Hyde! Hey, Hyde! Hey, Hyde! Hey, Hyde!
Yeah, what's up,
Hey,
Simon?
Hyde! You care to stop making all of that noises?
I'm pouring myself a bag of chocolate chips.
Can you? What the fuck?
Okay, I'm done.
Fucking dumbass, I can't believe you didn't point that out.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Okay, so we're gonna flash back to about 2 minutes ago, and Eli,
Yes.
Sabor, you've been on the hunt for a few weeks for clues leading to the disappearance of your friend in the sunken citadel near Oakhurst. The clues that you've found seem to lead, by talking to the townsfolk, have led you to Gobladell's garage in the city of Leviathan. After a long trek, which took you which was overnight for you and involved you hitching a ride with a sort of a shady group driving a car.
Why do I have so many goddamn accounts based in Los Angeles? Fuck.
So you hitched a ride with this kind of shady group calling themselves the Eternal Sunset, and you've never heard of them, by the way, and
Okay.
you make your way to the city of Leviathan, and it's like first thing in the morning, and right as you walk up to the garage, you see about 5 of them are leaving, or 6 of them are leaving the garage while they're having a sort of energetic discussion. And this is when the everybody meets. So Eli, say what you want to say to these clues.
Can you say that last part? Can you say that last part again?
Say what you want to say to these clues.
Which clues?
All of these people are clues.
Is this like another word for cats? Or like guys? Or like people?
Dudes.
He's investigating, and you guys are clues. He doesn't know you. He knows that you will help him with his investigation.
He's being discriminatory because he only sees us as pieces of data, not for the actual personalities that we have.
Well, Eli, I hope you don't mind. That's just what I'm saying. Like, your character can think whatever you want him to think.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, go ahead.
I don't know, it sounds like you're railroading him.
Eli, am I railroading you?
No.
I'm fucking joking.
I think Eli's trying to comprehend how this goes right now.
Basically.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of stability here.
It's always shaky getting everything going again.
Yeah, once Sean's in, it'll run a lot smoother.
Well, what? Yeah, I mean, once we actually get a flow and everybody understands how it all works.
Yeah.
One time I tried to do a train-based D&D campaign, but it was just too railroady.
Hey, guys, what do you call a psychic midget that just broke out of prison?
A
small medium large.
Small medium large.
Everybody knows that. Everybody fucking knows that, Bryson. You should feel ashamed for
That's the
thinking.
best joke. Like,
Steak,
I don't
yeah, I
care
have
if
another.
everyone knows it. That's still my favorite joke ever. It's literally the best one.
Steak puns are a rare medium well done.
What do you call a snarky criminal going down the stairs? A condescending.
Bryce
Oh,
really
shit.
just put that on his Twitter. Like,
Guys, I put these chocolate chips in the microwave for too long.
You fucking idiot.
They caught on fire a little bit.
What is wrong with you?
They caught on fire.
dude, I made some
2
fucking
minutes was
applesauce.
too long for a small cup of chocolate chips.
Did you microwave
God.
chocolate chips? Ed?
No,
Oh no, this is bad. Oh wait,
There
actually,
are multiple things wrong with what just happened.
Actually,
like with you.
no. This is they're charred like marshmallows.
I love that we were trying to let Eli do his thing, and now we're all just like, no,
this is
now we're
completely
doing this.
Sorry, Eli.
You
So
like
wait.
do your thing.
So
Oh,
wait,
fuck, oh
I'm in
my
the
God.
I'm in the garage.
You're right outside of the garage as the rest of the party is leaving the garage.
Okay.
And you recognize their descriptions from the people that you talked to in Oakhurst.
Okay.
I burned myself really bad, guys.
So
I'm
Eli,
sorry,
this
continue.
is generally when you would say like, "Hey, I'd like to talk to people." I mean, like you can do that however you want, but like,
I walk up to the group and declare myself as being Sabor and being told that you guys could help me find my missing friend.
Hey, why is your cloak like bulging out a little bit on your back?
I shout at Gibson, shut the heck up. Shut the hell up. Don't talk about it.
I'm gonna stumble over and wrap a loose tentacle around your neck and say, now who are you looking for, my good friend?
He was one of my friends, a druid, and he's been missing for quite some time. I was told of you people and that you could help me find him.
I poop.
What did this druid of yours look like?
He had long ebony black hair.
Who were his known associates?
Sabor.
Tall, Yes,
Sabor, I've just
Oh.
sent you a message.
I saw.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
His name was Balak. He was tall, lanky, and obnoxiously loud. He's kind of hard to miss.
The bar in town sounds like a place for that kind of person. I suggest we go there first.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, Jesus Christ.
What's going on?
So, like,
At this point, halfway through my sentence, I remove the tentacle from Edward's neck with a loud popping sound from the suction cups and stumble my way towards the nearest tub.
the fucking, just like, I can absolutely tell that Simon is telling you to say things. And it's just like, Simon, no offense to you, but you're just like, oh, I know that guy. I know.
Simon,
he will
if
be
there's
at the pub.
information we're asking for that he doesn't have, feel free to just say it.
Yeah.
It's much more expedient that way.
Yes, it is.
It's so fucking funny to me. Just like
But at this
clearly you're
point-
reading off
At
the
this
script.
point, no, at this point, I'm headed to the nearest bar.
I'm
At-
trying to make things like fun in the plot without just being
At
like
this point-
guy's obviously a PC that you guys are gonna be like buds with.
At this point, I am headed to the nearest bar to help this man look for his druid, since we
Okay,
have nothing
so
better to do.
Hold
with
on, I
day.
didn't explain his circumstances like to him enough, so I'm gonna do what Freedom suggested and just like sort of
That's
tell
what-
you the
that's what
general
I
gist of what.
Well, I
he
didn't suggest that. Loki
That's
did.
what
Okay,
I
whatever.
suggest.
What he knows is that his friend Jacob was looking for a druid named Belak, and was last seen in the vicinity of Oakhurst, going to the sunken citadel, where the townsfolk say nobody has returned except for you guys.
Didn't we kill
That's
him?
us.
I've never been there.
Kill him as in my friend?
Was your friend a
No.
dragon?
No.
Then no.
What was your friend like?
He was... Okay. He talked a lot.
No, I mean, like, get real. Tell us about the real Jacob.
Give us the sweet goss. But
Yeah.
at this point,
Hot
I want
goss.
you all to know that we are in fact headed to the nearest bar.
I like how Loki's like, tell us about this, but really, guys, I do have a problem.
Nice. All right. So you guys are on the town now. Loki's going to the bar. Is anybody coming with him?
Of course. I love the bar. I love drinking. Drinking's my favorite.
I
Maybe
love
always the
pouring
drink.
liquids down my throat only to have them spill onto the floor.
I love
Okay.
it.
Okay. So as you guys are sort of Loki and Freedom are headed to the bar. Anybody else going places?
I'm going.
I'm following.
I'll
them.
go with them.
So everybody's going to the bar?
Yeah. I walk into the
Woo!
bar. I order
Hold
a
on.
beer and a mug.
Hold on. We're not hold on. Stanley, Hyde, and Eli, where are you guys going?
The bar.
With,
The bar.
With them.
We're all going to the bar because
everybody's going
I'm
to the bar.
leading everybody to the bar. The bar is
So-
where we need to go.
Okay, well, there's a sort of a large crowd on your way to the bar, and I'm gonna have everybody make a perception check as they're waiting through the crowd.
I don't know what I have to roll for all this stuff.
I'm okay. So perception is plus wisdom modifier, right?
Yes.
Am I proficient in perception?
No, remember your Raven gives you your like extra bonuses. So
What extra bonuses are they though?
it's
You know
your
what? I
wisdom.
rolled a 16. What do I get?
You get a +5 on that.
I don't know what I'm supposed to roll for mine.
D20.
Dude.
A 20.
A D20 plus your wisdom modifier plus your
Well, I don't know what's my wisdom modifier. Is it just my wisdom value, or is it?
no,
Oh,
it's the plus you have.
Yeah, I
Let
don't
me-
know
How
what
much,
it.
how much wisdom? Do you
Okay. Oh,
12.
Loki, let me look at your thing.
Okay, so your wisdom modifier is your wisdom value minus 10 divided by 2 rounded down. So
Minus
your
10
wisdom
divided by 2.
rounded
rounded
down.
down.
So
So
your
it's
wisdom
1.
modifier is +1. Yes.
Yeah.
So whatever you roll on a d20 +1 is your
Okay,
effective
I got-
value
I
for
got-
your perception roll.
I got a 19.
Same.
Okay.
I got a 12.
I got it to 12.
I got a 21.
Okay. Stanley, what did you get? Stanley, are
Death.
you paying attention at all?
Death. Instant
Yes.
death.
What did you get?
I mean, I'm at Dad's house, dude.
Okay, then say roll for me. You got a 16. Eli, what did you get?
19.
Okay. So basically, everybody except for Hyde and Stanley. Well, Freedom, you sort of see this first. You notice some sort of shifty faces in the crowd, with a sigil that
Gay!
Looks vaguely familiar, but you can't quite place it. And Freedom, make a strength check here.
Fuck my life.
What'd you get?
A 3.
Oh, okay. So you before you can really even react, you're grabbed by like a pair of strong hands and sort of pulled into the mass of this crowd and down an alleyway. Loki, Bryson, Hyde, and Eli, you all sort of see this happening, and Loki, you do recognize the sigil. Eli, you also recognize it. It's the sigil of the Eternal Sunset.
Oh shit. Them's the bad guys.
Swanky, my dude.
Them's the baddie. That's who they are. I just want it to be known that at this point I'm already at the bar and can do nothing because I've downed 3 beers and am on a bottle of sake.
This is on your way to the bar.
No, Loki just like pushed aside everyone and slithered
We're
through
in the bar. We were already in the bar. That's
No,
how we.
He said we noticed them waiting while we were waiting through the crowd to get toward the bar. Like just on the streets.
Okay.
So we haven't entered the bar yet.
Okay.
I like to imagine that Loki just ran way the fuck ahead.
I mean, that's what I was imagining too. I imagined I was just gone because I had to get to the bar.
All right.
Yeah.
Does
So
it Ron have-
Loki just like runs his way to the bar, not giving a shit.
Does it
But
have its own
upon
class?
getting there, I do. But upon getting there, that's when I realized, and now I'm wandering back out and I'm regrouping. But it's after he's been taken into the crowd, so I don't know where he is.
let me make another strength check. I'm gonna fuck up these. Okay. Alright, thank you, Mr. 5.
Yeah. So Freedom, I'm gonna ask you to assume control of Mob right now because you're essentially like. I probably would have let you
Right?
like do a side adventure if you'd succeeded on that, but I think at this point they're just gonna like knock you out.
Fuck.
Dude, they just ripped your power circuits out. Like, you just got powered the fuck down, bro.
Yeah. So you're playing as Mob right now.
Okay.
So Freedom just fucking dies.
Mob
He's
Well,
not dead.
He's not dead. We have to go on an adventure and we have to find him.
sounds like I'm trying to figure out what Mob sounds like, and I try to settle on Eric Andre.
Nice. Nice. I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give us an Eric Andre here.
I fucking can't. You're a little shit. You know I can't do fucking impressions. You know I can't.
All right. Well, anyways, how
You're
does
very
Mob
self-conscious about
Mob
his
get
inability to do
introduced?
impressions.
You have to
No,
explain
you
this
guys
to
are
us.
already hanging out with Bob.
Oh, we are. Oh, that's right. Okay.
So what are we doing then? battle plan?
I think that we should
We should
wade
follow
into the
them.
crowd after him. We should try and find the robot mans.
Okay. You're trying to find the robot man?
Yeah, you have to tell me what to roll.
So basically, roll another perception check. This is going to be sort of to see if you can
Find
trace the
him and
trail.
trace him. Yeah.
Find the right alleyway.
I got an 8. It's disappointing.
Okay. So Loki, because you just were in the bar, you're
Oh, well,
you're not
9
really sure where
because
they're
my
going.
+1.
Yeah, you're not really sure where they're going. Does anybody else want to roll for this?
Stanley said, roll for
Okay,
him.
Stan, go ahead.
You have to roll
Okay,
for him,
roll
remember.
for me.
Okay. Yeah, Stan, you also got a 9, which plus your wisdom is not enough. Anybody else
I'll
want to
roll.
roll?
I'll try.
All right, go for it.
5.
Dude,
All right, a
goddamn.
I got a
Okay,
14.
Okay.
Oh, Hyde got a 14.
Okay, I got a 14. Wait, Bryson, what?
There's no
Are there any-
drawbacks rolling for a perception check. No.
Okay, yeah, I'm rolling 2. I got my good perception. I'm that good shit. And I rolled a 2, never mind.
Dude, our luck. Alright, well, Hyde got a 14.
Okay,
so
yeah,
he's-
Hyde. So you sort of you saw the direction that they were going in, but you didn't quite see the alleyway that they ducked down because there's a few. There's this is kind of a it's got the city's got kind of like a little bit of like a maze going on in between its buildings.
I have insight as one of my abilities. I need to remember how to use that. Because insight should help with identifying that.
Maybe. I mean, insight's more of like reading.
Oh, that's
people.
more. Yeah, that's more into people. That's true.
Yeah, it's investigation you want to do.
Yeah, I don't have investigation.
Does anybody have an investigation? Oh, Loki, that column should be skills, not abilities.
Yeah, I know. I was just.
I
actually about to-
I might have investigation. I don't know. Someone check my character sheet for me.
Okay, I'll check.
Hey, give me that, Oshi. Go to sleep.
Bryson, you do not have investigation.
Oh well.
Reminder that you don't need proficiency in the skill to try to use it. You just
Yeah.
want
What's it
That's a
roll with?
wisdom check,
Does
right?
it roll with
No, it's
wisdom?
intelligence.
Intelligence?
Okay.
I'm not rolling with that. I have 8 intelligence.
I have 14 intelligence. I'm gonna give it a try.
I'd like to point out that that Eli as Sabor, the wizard. Wizards are an intelligence-based class, and they so he's probably the best person to ask about.
Eli, that means you should roll
Intelligence.
for a investigation check.
Okay, I shall roll.
Good.
I got 9.
9.
I rolled a 10 plus 2, which is 12.
Eli, what happened to like all the rest of the skill proficiencies I gave you? Dude, I can't believe you just like copy pasted each message I sent to you about this.
Oh yeah, Eli.
All of these proficiencies should go in the same list, dude.
Eli,
Okay.
They're all
find a place to describe your character also.
Yeah.
Shoot,
Like-
hold on.
Oh.
I'm trying to find the goddamn ability page in this book.
I have proficiency with intelligence and wisdom saving throws. But what does proficiency exactly?
Oh, those are saving throws. Not your
Okay.
not
So,
checks.
so proficiency with investigation gives you advantage on
No,
it.
it's not. It's not advantage. It just gives you a flat +2 bonus.
Yeah, that's an advantage on it if you didn't have.
No, Loki. Advantage is like a specific
Well,
mechanic.
okay, yeah, but for basic explanation.
Yeah,
anyway.
it gives you an extra bonus.
But I rolled a 7 plus 2, which is 9 for my intelligence check.
So that'll be a 9. So you're not you don't investigate super well, and you're really no closer to finding out like which of these sort of twisting alleyways that they went down.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else want to give it a shot? Give it a go.
I'll do it.
Okay, go ahead.
$18.
Okay, yeah. So, Hyde, you eventually sort of like you see some like scuffed boot marks and something that you recognize as like a unique residue that Freedom's like sort of well, Freedom, you can probably describe it better than I can. Like what kind of
He's a nuclear. He's running off nuclear energy, so there's like ionized fucking particles around him a lot of the time. Basically, just being around him for too long can give you radiation poisoning because he's so fucking old.
I guess that.
Anything
I
that
mean,
like a human could sense with like human senses.
It's static.
The smell of like ionized air.
Yeah, ionized air has a really strong smell.
Okay.
Also, that yeah.
So Hyde, you can smell
I would
that.
also
and you can
describe
feel the,
him. I would also describe him himself smelling like an elevator.
An elevator?
Yeah, like the oils and like the fucking metals and shit.
I got you.
So Hyde, you can smell. You catch a whiff of his unique iodide scent, and you sort of feel like
Smells like elevator juice.
you sort of feel the hair. You sort of feel the hair on the back of your neck stand up, and you're like, "All right, guys, this way."
My
So,
hair. It's telling me the direction to go.
No, it's just like you're looking at all the alleyways that were like in the direction that the guys were taking Freedom. Yeah, there's much less people inside of these alleyways. You sort of follow them down this maze. You can't see them. The turns are too sharp for you to see too far ahead of you. But you think that you can just barely hear like the scuffling of like running boots.
The sounds of metal dragging across the stones in the alleyway.
Yeah, but eventually you reach a dead end and you can't see, or you don't see these people and you don't see Freedom.
Is there anybody around?
There's a bum who's sort of like collapsed in a corner next to a garbage can.
Is he conscious?
It's debatable. You could ask him.
Yeah, I want to go over and I want to talk to him.
All right, go ahead.
I want to ask if he first of all if he's awake. I want to try and get a response.
He looks at sort of like his hands. He looks up at you again and sort of like puts his hand over his eyes and he's like, "Ask me again in 10 minutes."
I want to press and I want to ask if he saw anybody running by with a robot or anybody at all with the mark of the Crimson Sunset. There.
Roll for persuasion, which is charisma.
Okay, I don't know what. Do I still roll 20 for that?
Yeah. Everything that I'm going to ask you to roll except for damage is a d20.
Shit. Fuck. I got 3.
Yeah, he looks at you and he's like, I never heard of any sort of sunset guys.
Can I insight check him?
Yeah.
All right. I wanna do that. So I use my insight skill to try and figure out if he's telling the truth. I rolled a 19 as well.
Okay, so you can tell that there's something he's not telling you. Well, you know that he probably doesn't know about the eternal sunset, but you know that like he's probably lying about not, or he's avoiding the question about if he's seen anybody.
Loki, do you mind if I step in for a minute?
Yeah.
Alright, I want to make an intimidation roll.
Go ahead.
I put my gun up right to his head, and like super conversationally. Have you seen anyone come through here?
Okay, roll with advantage.
6, 16.
Okay, his eyes sort of cross, looking at your gun, and he says, well, I don't know if I'd say I've seen them, but, and Hyde, I imagine you sort of like cock your gun menacingly at this. And he's like, but, there's a hidden passageway around here somewhere. I don't know exactly what it is, what it looks like. I don't come here that often, but they took it. Scout's honor. He holds up like he looks like he's not sure whether he's supposed to hold up like 2 fingers or 3. But he's trying to do like a scout signal.
Mm-hmm.
And are you still holding the gun to his head?
Yes.
He's told you all he's gonna tell you.
Okay. All right. So, do we want to make like investigation checks around here, or perception checks?
I can make a perception check. I have proficiency in perception. I'm just gonna carry the same stat page over to Mob.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll make a perception check. Give me that.
Good.
Mouse. 13.
So there's brick tiles on the wall, on the walls, and the it's actually a paved what floor, street? What do you call it? An alleyway, ground? I guess the ground.
The ground, yeah.
And the buildings are high above you, but you can't see anything obvious yet. Anybody else want to roll?
I'll roll. I have proficiency in this.
Good.
Wait, is this investigation or perception?
It's whichever one you think applies.
I got an 11.
So Hyde, you also don't sort of find anything. You're not searching badly. It's just like whatever it is, it's probably pretty well hidden.
Does someone want to try to make an Arcana check?
I can do that.
Oh, Bryson can also.
Yeah, Eli and I can do Arcana checks.
Bryson, do you know detect magic?
Oh, wasn't there a thing that would let me cast detect magic at will, or like as a cantrip or something as part of my warlock thingy?
I think there might be. Let me check. Search sheets.
Because I'm 3rd level, right?
Yes. There is your well, the invocations that you have are didn't I write those down? Oh yeah, I did. And agonizing blast and eldritch sight. Eldritch sight, I believe, is the one that gives you detect magic. Let me just look it up.
That would certainly be useful here.
Eldritch sight gives you, yeah, you can cast detect magic at will without expending a spell slot. So yeah, Bryson, when you roll Arcana on this, it's going to give you advantage. So yeah, you guys can roll. Eli and Bryson.
So detect magic just gives me advantage on the Arcana check?
In this situation, yes.
Cool. I am also proficient in Arcana. And
yeah.
Arcana's intelligence too, right? So I get plus +4 and advantage because of my proficiency and intelligence modifier.
So Eli, you can also roll for Arcana.
Okay.
I
My
rolled
highest roll was 15. With modifiers, it's a 19.
Okay. Eli?
highest roll 14 plus 2 intelligence, and I have intelligence proficiency.
It's not the proficiency in the skill. This is still not a saving throw. A saving throw is when you're doing it like against something.
Okay.
Like if somebody's casting a spell on you. But you do, I think you have proficiency Do you have proficiency in investigation?
No.
Check your character. Okay, so in that case, yeah, that's your only bonus. So Bryson, you think you see the was it your first roll or your second roll that was
My first roll was the higher one.
Okay, so Bryson, you think you see the remnants of a sort of a rudimentary transmutation spell? It looks kind of hastily made and recent.
I suggest we smash through the wall. That's what I want. I want to smash the wall.
Is that a good plan? Does everybody like that?
Smash the yeah.
Alright, do you want to smash through the wall, or do I want to smash through the wall?
We should probably all do it together so we don't hurt ourselves.
Oh, yeah, there we go. I mean, I'm fairly squishy, but...
Stanley has very high strength as well, by the way.
Yeah, I know, that's what I was thinking. He's got, like, what, some, like, 18 or...
He's got 17, I think.
17, yeah.
Stan, I'd like to remind you that you also have a Morning Star. Stanley? Stanley Jim Cox?
Oops.
Stanley, are you there? Stanley?
Stanley's dead.
I can vaguely hear him,
I just
think.
heard him say
I-
oops.
I
Hey,
can
That was
Stan,
me.
could you move your phone closer to you than like 4 feet away?
I have you at 200% and could...
Sorry, but the old Stanley can't come to the phone right now.
Stanley, you can also type in chat.
No, guys, you
Apparently
can't
do
play
anything.
without me.
Nobody can hear you.
Someone want to call Stanley?
Stan, just... Yeah, I'll just fucking put you on speakerphone, man.
No, my god. Dude, just get close to the fucking microphone. I can...
I can hear his phone, but...
Yeah, what... Stan, just get closer to your mic.
Is his ass asleep? I swear to God.
He might be asleep.
Oh, dude.
Wow.
Oh my god.
That's
Just...
not at all surprising.
Just keep going without him. Fucking fuck it.
I'm gonna call him one more time.
Stanley's gone mute
Because
and
he's
attempts
the,
to bust through the wall.
he is the majority of the strength here.
He's literally
Yeah,
the only
he's
person in
okay.
the party with a strength higher than 15.
Are we gonna have to stop because Stanley fell asleep midway through his session?
No, Stanley burst through the wall and has gone mute.
He's
Due to
lost all
radiation or
semblance of
something.
intelligence and is just a walking giant. He's Hodor now, dude. He's fucking Hodor.
Due to radiation, Stanley's become a golem.
Stanley has become Hodor, dude.
God damn it, Stanley.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
If we scream, we can wake him up.
No,
Fucking ask him not to be tired, man. He can
Stanley,
take a nap.
wake up!
He had fucking 8 hours. He had 5 hours from when his school was over to when we started this. You can take a goddamn nap, Stanley.
I have to go to bed at 8.
Damn, dude.
We are gonna keep playing though.
Okay, thank God.
Hell yeah. He's become Hodor. It's official.
So yeah, Stanley busts out his Morning Star, and he sort of hits the stone wall where this transmutation magic was, and you see like the bricks sort of shift where he hits them. They shift inwards towards where he hits, but also you see, and those of you that can cast spells, which is Mob, Eli, and Dad. Oh, Stanley muted himself. Did you do that?
Like just now?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What's happening? Did I miss something?
Stanley muted himself.
No, I muted him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
okay.
muted him because he was echoing.
Okay. Well,
Deafen him too.
No,
no,
I'm
don't
not,
deafen him.
I'm not gonna deafen him because if he wakes up for some reason and hears us.
Okay. So, see, he makes a sort of a dent in the wall, but and this is something that you've seen very many times before. It's basically whenever there's like magic that's left on an item, is a magical ripple that comes out from the sort of source of the runes, which in this case is green in color. And Bryson, with your detect magic, you can also sense evocation on this, on specifically on the ripple, not on the runes that are there.
Hmm. So someone used an evocation to maybe cover up the runes.
You guys want to go drink?
Hold on, Bryson, roll an Arcana
Yes.
check real quick,
Dude,
because
always.
Rolling.
you don't
Speaking
currently
of which, I
understand what
take
evocation
I
is.
take a swig from my water skin right now.
But my detect magic won't give me advantage on this one, right?
No.
9, which is 13 total.
Okay, because this is really basic shit, I'm gonna give it to you. You sort of snap out of your buffoonery for a minute and say, "Ooh, Hyde, I found you. Hyde, I found a picture of you."
Wait, is that what I
That's
said?
what he says.
No, it's just like the picture Hyde just uploaded.
Oh my god.
Hyde doesn't like the Beatles, but sorry for outing you like that, Hyde.
I'm so interesting. Don't you want to just fuck me right now?
I don't think that's ever been a desire of mine.
But
Don't
Bryson,
worry, it will be.
Bryson, no, you know that evocation
Ooh,
is
that's gotten me there just now.
evocation is not whatever you just thought it was. Evocation magic is specifically the harnessing of the elements, generally for offensive purposes.
That means I feel like if we go through this and he keeps smashing it down, we're all gonna get blasted to death by some fucking magic.
Which means let's go fucking drink.
Well, I don't figure anybody knows how to do some alchemy to properly disarm it.
Exactly.
Oh man.
Oh my
Okay.
god. That
So,
fucking
so
We can.
fuck the robot that has a bunch of information on everything and all of us, and just fucking time to go drink.
We can. We
we
can
could go
go back
learn-
up and have Stanley burst through the wall.
We can learn some shit and then come back.
I don't. That's true. Actually, we could go investigate. There, you did say that there were a bunch of people that had the
Sigil.
sigil on their person, so we could.
Yeah,
we could talk
you
to
saw
them.
at least 4, Bran, when you were coming up, and Sabor, you were in the car that you sort of hitchhiked in had at least 12 of them. It was like a van, a large van,
Jesus Christ.
and you know from what they were talking about while you were on the ride with them that it wasn't the only one that they were sending.
So that means that there's about to be a massive influx of those motherfuckers in this city. Yeah, we probably should go back and talk to them, try and find one or a few and talk to them. Figure out as much information from them as we can.
Okay, so what's your guys' first order of business here?
Kill the homeless person.
Whoa,
No. Okay, he might tell them.
Jesus Christ.
Actually, can we pay him off to come in, or like intimidate him to tell us if anybody comes out of there?
Which one of those 2 things do you want to do?
Intimidate him and make him come and tell us because we know where he lives.
Okay, who's intimidating him?
I will.
Okay, soft moth guy with surprisingly large muscles.
Yeah, I'm real scary. Watch out for me.
He's a spooky, scary
Hold on,
Mothman,
Freedom.
dude.
Freedom, did you like my drawing of George or Mob?
I did. He just, yeah, I kind of like, I moved on. He's not like really thin anymore and scrawny. I just gave him a lot of, like upper body muscles, and then I
You
changed
just gave him a
all.
lot of meat.
Yeah,
He's just
and then
he's just a meaty boy now.
I gave him a big toothy mouth.
He's a big boy.
Oh, I didn't know if you wanted him to have like a mouth, or if that was like his or if that was like his fur
His
going up.
fur mustache.
Yeah.
No, that's like I like added a proper like mandible.
Oh, okay.
And
I'll draw
his-
that. I'll draw that from now on.
He did have wings before, but since he had been left behind at the very beginning, they've been just absolutely destroyed.
Okay, I won't draw that either. All right. So so what are you guys doing?
What,
Oh yeah, you're intimidating the hobo. So roll for intimidation. You're gonna get
I prefer it if you didn't use slurs.
which one of those was a slur?
Hobo.
19.
Okay, yeah, 19. Yeah, he's like, all right. He's looking at you. He's looking at Hyde. Jeez, I'll fucking tell you guys, okay? You just fucking leave me alone.
All right, dope. Let's go back into the street and find these
the
cuts.
the intimidation is grabbing him by the throat and fucking pinning him against the wall and breathing really heavy into his face while slightly vomiting on his torso.
Okay, yeah, it works.
Jesus Christ. I mean, if it works, it works. But Jesus Christ.
Okay, so you're just gonna head back.
Fuck around.
You're just gonna head back onto the street.
My favorite drink is printer ink.
Yeah, can we cruise ourselves back to the street?
Yeah. So where are you going for information gathering?
The bar.
Well, I guess back towards the bar. Back towards the bar. Shit.
All right. Yeah. You make your way there. It's a lot closer now because you were almost there when you started going down the alley when Gibson got kidnapped. So you're on your way. Or you get there very early, and the bar, Loki. Since you live in the city, this is sort of weird. There's not a lot of people in the bar.
Oh, that is weird. I expected it to
I
be
walk right
goddamn
up to the
packed.
bar. I walk right up to the bar and I order a shot of whiskey and a mop.
First, can I do a perception check?
Yes, you can.
I got
Is
an
no one gonna appreciate my
16
beautiful joke?
plus. Wait, 16 plus wisdom, right? So 17.
Yeah. So what are you trying to look for?
I'm looking for people with the sigil and any clear signs of any reason why the place is so empty.
Okay. So you don't see any people who are wearing the sigil in the normal place, but with your perception roll, you do see a couple people that are not regulars.
Some suspicious men, I see. All right, I'm gonna cruise it to the bar and order a stein of their finest ale.
So Bryson did order his whiskey and mop first.
Yeah.
Wait, before that happens, I want to. I'm like, Bryson, hold on. Before he walks up to the bar, and I take my water skin and I tie it right below his mouth.
So instead of ordering a mop, I just order a shot of whiskey.
Okay, yeah, the bartender
Thanks,
says.
Gabriel. You always know, like you always know what. As verbatim.
Yeah,
No problem, Dad.
The bartender says, all right. He's sort of an aged dwarven fellow with a short gray beard and a beanie on.
Interesting, a dwarf and a beanie. All right, I'm gonna. Where exactly are these suspicious people located in this bar?
One of them is over in the corner, and the other one is sort of closer to the door.
Ah, so they're in two different places. I want to cruise to the corner of the bar near the guy in the corner, and slam my stein, and stumble over to him.
Okay.
What brings him to the city?
You're asking him that?
Yeah.
He looks at you and he says, "Who wants to know?"
just
Is that what it looks like?
that's the
Oh my god.
just a casual enthusiast of the races in the city, wondering if he was a new contender.
He sort of like smirks and he says, "You could say that."
Oh, how interesting. How do the races involve teams exactly? Like, are there cities that people represent, or is it just organizations that people represent?
Well, from what I hear about it, I'm sort of new to the game, but from what I hear, they do come in for miles around. But there are a few. I've heard there are a few teams that are local to the city. I'm sorry. What did you say you were? You said you were interested. Are you another contender? He sort of looks at you. Make an insight roll.
Insight roll. Let's see. I got 17.
It's a barely concealed, like, he's fishing. Yeah, he knows you're fishing him, and he's fishing you for more for information as well.
All right. Someone who's looking to get into the races, trying to scope out the talent. I also may or may not have some involvement with some underground betting going on, and I'm trying to look for some reliable, people to bet on.
Well, you couldn't do better than. Well, I've heard that Gobladell's a good contender, and he looks at you again, and sort of winks at you.
Interesting. I'll take that into consideration, and I'm gonna stumble off back to the bar now.
So Loki, I'd like you to remind you that you do know this about the Eternal Sunset. They're from Patchwork.
Yeah,
and
which is where
Gobladell's. Yeah, Gobladell also used to work for them because of his mother.
Right. All right. I'm gonna cruise myself back to the bar now.
All right. Make a perception check.
17.
Yeah, he's also barely concealing the fact that he's like just looking at you now.
Just staring directly at me.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Do you guys want to start a fight here?
Yes.
Okay.
Like
from the
literally,
table-
I should have said this.
There's
but
still
as
the
soon-
other guy by the door,
Yeah,
though.
as soon as we walk into the bar, Mob just like walks over to a table and slams his fucking hands on the table and goes, "The fuck are you looking at, motherfucker?" And just
To
knocks
which
one of
guy? To the one right by the door?
Yeah, just like knocks his drink out of his hand.
Is Mob really like aggressive?
Yeah.
Okay, Freedom, make an intimidation roll.
Oh, you know we about that nat 14.
All right. This guy. What's your bonus on that? It's charisma. It's charisma plus proficiency, which is +2.
You're making me check stats now.
Are you Shrek?
Oh yeah. Also, I'm pretty sure I have proficiency in acrobatics, insight, and performance now.
Oh, so Freedom. Yeah, that's just your +5 bonus for you.
Yeah.
So yeah, this guy sort of looks up at you, startled, and he's like, "I'm just trying to drink my drink here, man."
Dude, he just wants to drink his drink, man.
Are you fucking talking back to me right now?
I'm not trying. I'm sorry. What did I do to offend you?
Look, man. You don't respect people's personal space. You don't listen. That's your problem. You don't listen.
You never listen, Bryson.
I can't help but feel personally attacked.
Yeah, you should. You probably should feel
No,
personally
Bryson,
attacked.
remember when I showed you that on your computer video?
You're gonna have to give me some more detail.
Hold on.
That's the channel. Where he's just like, it's like, I got some message for Bryson. And
Hold
he's,
on, I'm
yes.
sending the video. I'm sending the video.
I do. Okay, I remember that. I remember that so much. That was good.
that's the fucking guy from AutoZone, dude. I can't believe that's the guy. Every time I look at him, like, that's the fucking guy.
But
Fallout
yeah,
post for Bryson.
yeah. So yeah. Back to seriousness. So Freedom, you're threatening him, right?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to disrespect you. I'm just trying to have my drink and go back to the races.
You want to fucking race then?
Are you challenging me? And the guy in the corner sort of stands up and starts slowly walking towards you.
I notice it immediately and like whirl around and fucking flip out my switchblade. Don't get a fucking inch closer to me.
Make another intimidation roll.
Lucky
Wait, okay, I
a
have to
lady
think after
tonight. It's a nat 20.
Okay, yeah.
Jeez.
This guy's like, hey, I'm not trying to start anything. Like the guy that's walking over to you, and the guy behind you's like, I don't know this guy.
Can I pull an insight check?
Yeah, make an insight check.
That's a 16.
These guys are clearly fucking working together.
Okay.
And I'm waving my knife around. Look, man, I'm not trying to start anything except for a race.
At this point, I'm gonna slide over to the door and like starfish suction cup my arms across the frame so that they can't go through the door.
Hell yeah, you know my boys out there.
Loki, make a history check too.
Okay.
What
What
bonus
bonus goes to that? Plus
Can I
intelligence.
use the fact that I'm
Oh,
a fucking
God damn.
skeleton as like
I got a
help for the
5.
intimidation factor?
I got a 5.
You got a 5, Loki?
Yeah, because I
Okay,
have
there's-
-1 intelligence.
There's something about your outfits that you can't quite place.
Vaguely familiar.
Yeah, it's familiar to you.
Can I do a history check?
Hey, Freedom.
No, this is specific to Loki because Loki's from Patchwork.
So he does that, and as soon as, like, imagine, like, a camera going straight to Loki, and then the camera comes back to Mob, and he's holding a gun, and he's holding it up in the air.
Where'd you get a gun?
And he's like, everyone drop your weapons now!
Nobody else has a weapon out.
Yeah, the two guys are like, we're not starting anything.
I pointed at the guy
we
that,
don't
like,
have any weapons.
I pointed at the guy that was walking towards me, and I go, drop all your valuables, right now!
Freedom, wait up, hold
Wait,
on.
yeah, can I suggest that we grab them and like sit them at the bar or
I've
something?
got a good
Well,
idea.
I had
You
an
guys gotta hear me
idea.
out here.
I had
Here,
no
yeah,
idea.
let's listen to Bryson. Let's listen
Okay.
to Bryson real
Okay.
quick.
So, I am a skeleton. That's like something that people don't often see, especially not like an animated skeleton that has like is capable of jiggling himself around. So, idea occurs to my character like as Freedom's trying to intimidate people, to like try to help him intimidate people by being like having Freedom turn to me and go like, hey, see what happened to the last guy that fucked with me? And I'm the last guy that fucked with him. Like, so Dad has this idea, and he's desperately trying to communicate it to Mom, not verbally. But you can decide like whether or not you actually like successfully interpret.
I feel like that's a perception check to see if he realizes what you're doing.
Yeah, Freedom, roll insight.
16.
Yeah, you managed to interpret that Bryson's trying to help you intimidate this guy.
Right, and I'm like, drop all your valuables now.
Okay, Sabor, make an insight check of your own.
If you guys are wondering, my end goal is to learn what valuables they have and then have them put that on the table in a race so that way we can have it.
9. And I have a proficiency in insight. So what's that do?
Oh, it just gives you an extra +2.
Okay. So
Insight's a wisdom roll too, so you add your wisdom bonus.
Oh, I've been forgetting that I have proficiency in insight. Oh well, I'll start calculating that in now. Oh, sorry. Anyways,
Uh,
continue.
11.
What you could also do is just like tell us what you roll naturally, and then we'll figure out your bonuses for you.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
what's your-
I'm
what-
just slowly adding in the +2s and the +1s, and like I added in the modifiers for all my other stuff now too.
Okay, so Sabor, you sort of notice the bartender sort of like walking into the back area of the bar, sort of away from this bar fight that's
Okay.
about to break out.
I run after him, following him,
Okay.
and shout, "Where do you think you're going?"
Are you going to go behind the bar?
Yes.
Dude, can you do a
how?
sick like Boondocks like slide
Across the
top?
bar. Yes.
Fuck yeah.
All right. Make an acrobatics roll, which is going to be governed by dexterity.
Okay. 20.
Oh
right.
shit, that's what's up.
Dude, this is sick. Describe what you do, because no matter what you describe, or no matter what I describe here, like this is your character doing this. I want you
Yeah,
to do
you goddamn
exactly what you do.
nail it. You goddamn nail it.
You have a little bit of narrative freedom here. I'm not gonna say that you can like knock him out and like fuck his wife or whatever, but you definitely get to do some like cool shit.
Seeing him trying to escape out of the corner of my eye, I slide across the top, sweep under his leg with my quarterstaff, tripping him up, and pointing the butt at him and asking, "Where do you think you're going, fool?"
All right.
That's pretty legit.
The bartender's just like, listen, I don't care about your fight here. I don't care about what you're doing. Just please don't make a mess. And I'm trying not to get involved.
I take his hat.
I take his hat.
So Hyde, you're like officially not participating in the fight.
No, I'm drinking.
He's been steadily just pounding steins at the bar, dude. He's like not even caring.
All right, so Hyde, you do take Steve Zisu's orange beanie.
Liddy.
Look, I'm not trying to start a fight. Okay? I say, waving my gun around. I'm just trying to get a good fucking race in and maybe earn a bit of money. You know what I mean? And I'll put my money on the line too. Fuck, I'll put my life on the line.
All right, we all
Freedom,
sound
I'm
like betting
unclear
men.
what your goals are.
We all sound like betting men. Like I said before to the fellow in the corner, whose names I did not get. I'm running a little bit of a side betting operation. Let's say that we, put some money on the table.
Are you gonna let us walk away without this bet? Without taking this bet?
No.
Absolutely not.
I guess we'll take it then. What do you want? What are you offering?
What are we
Where's
gonna
the
throw on the
robot
table here,
guy?
boy?
Do you guys?
Oh, true.
Where the
Well,
fuck?
actually,
Who the fuck? Wait, could you? Where the fuck is the fucking red guys? Setting
Yeah.
suns. I don't fucking those guys with the suns on it. Where are
the
they?
eternal sunset.
So Loki,
Yeah.
by now you've sort of I mean, you're still very drunk, but you sort of like organized your mind enough.
I'm always drunk.
Yeah, I know. It's just like you've organized your mind enough in this moment to know that these guys are clearly Eternal Sun members in disguise.
Right,
Even
right.
like what I was asking you to make a history roll for earlier was like they're wearing parts of their uniform. Basically, they've taken the vest and the insignia shoulder.
They've taken their
pad off.
patch, right?
Yeah, they've taken off their patch and they've taken off their vests, but they're wearing the like basically the standard raiments.
Right. So they're definitely like some people sent by the Eternal Sunset to participate in this race and probably fuck it over somehow.
Yeah.
Fucking kill him.
I don't think we should kill them. No, because that would reveal that we know what's going on. We can't let them on that we know who they are
Yeah.
and what they're doing.
And so I just like I
We need
I
to-
don't
we
do
need
that.
to
I just
suggest-
like take the guy that's near the door and I like arm lock him and I point the gun straight to his head and I'm like, you You're gonna fucking race me, and if I fucking win, you're gonna tell me who you are, because you guys are fucking hiding something.
We don't need to race them about this.
What? Okay, I'll just kill this guy right here if you
Well,
don't
no,
fucking tell me.
no. The issue is that what they are doing might happen during the race. So, I think that we need to find further investigation on what may be happening at the race at another time. I think right now we need to secure this bet to confirm an interaction with them at a later date.
Sounds good. Alright, I
You
won't
guys
kill
are
this
just
guy.
talking about this openly in front of them?
Yeah, drop. Let's get them to empty their pockets.
Yeah. Fucking drop
Find
everything.
out your pockets.
There we go. You guys have the intimidation.
All right. Okay. Look. Sorry, a silverfish like crawled under my foot.
Okay.
Sorry about
We're
that.
getting them to empty their pockets right now.
I'm gonna pee,
Yeah,
hold on.
They one of them sort of the one wearing a hood, he's got like a cowl on.
That's the one that was in the corner?
Yeah.
Okay.
He kind of removes his eternal sun patch from one of his pockets, or eternal sunset patch from one of his pockets, and he also takes out a small like a nightstick.
Oh shit,
Basically-
he's got a baton. He's got a baton, boys.
And he takes out a few gold pieces. And
Oh, okay.
the other one, who was watching the door, who's an elf, by the way. He's got a more like slender build. I'm drawing them both right now, which I'm gonna put on the Discord in a minute. He sort of reaches into a satchel that he has at his side, and he takes out a larger pouch full of gold, a large rock with a sort of a rune on it, and the rock is in a vaguely geometric shape, and Stanley, who's
Go
not
on.
listening, yeah, and Eli, more importantly, you can you know that this is ancient Draconic. It's not like modern Draconic that so much that you can read it, but it's you can tell that these are ancient Draconic runes on this stone tablet.
Mm-hmm.
And who's the closest to these guys while they're taking their goods out?
Well, I'm closest to the one by the door. I figure
Okay.
Freedom's about halfway between the two of them. The other one's still
Yeah.
relatively
I'm
close
right next
to
to
the
Freedom after my attempt.
And
I'm still behind the bar.
Hyde was Hyde sitting at the bar?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, you're probably closest to the guy that was in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Loki, make a perception check then.
All right. 10.
Okay. Yeah, you don't sort of notice anything else as he's pulling these things out.
Okay.
So what's our next plan here, guys?
Well, they're emptying out their pockets. I'm gonna tell them to lay it all out on the bar.
Yeah, they do. Sort of slowly and kind of sullenly.
All right. We should wait for Freedom to get back because he's the closest to them at this point. So he's the one that can take a closer inspection, and you guys can inspect the items that they lay out.
Yeah, I'll do
I'm
that.
still blocking the damn door.
Do you want me to roll, or?
It's all you. It's all you. I'm just telling you to check out what they got.
Yeah. Simon, what do they have?
Okay, well, it's exactly what I told you. It's some gold. It's a bunch of gold pieces. They both have Eternal Sunset patches One of them has a baton, and the other one has a large rock, or like in sort of a geometric shape with a draconic rune on it.
I'll take that and the gold. Fuck it. I'll take everything.
These are being put down as a bet for their victory in the coming race.
Yeah.
So are you taking them, or are you being like?
We're
okay,
taking them, and if they
no. Well, why would we take them? Because we're not a third party. That
Well,
would
I was gonna
be
say-
starting a fight.
I was gonna say we take them, and then we say if you win the race, you can have them back.
There you go. Sure.
They're like, okay. They're sort of like squinting at you, I guess. What team are you guys on?
Shit. What is the name of our team, Simon?
Shit, we gotta come up with a team name.
Well,
I know we're racing
yeah, I mean,
for
Loki, do you want to give them Gobladell's name, or do you guys want to make up a name on the spot so they don't know you're doing it with you?
Let's make up a name on the spot.
Name on the spot.
Okay.
What region are we in?
You're in Leviathan.
We are the Leviathan. We are the Leviathan Leadfoots.
Leviathan Leadfoots. That's pretty legit.
Yeah, that's a good racing name, man. Yeah, I've uploaded pictures of them, by the way. Well, the second picture is loading.
The Leviathan Loadings.
And I really only did the tops of their torso because their pants are the same and uninteresting.
No,
Right.
actually, I think we should be the
I like the Leviathan Leadfoots.
Oh, okay. I was just saying the first thing that came out of my head.
I can appreciate that.
Ah! Jesus. Is someone dragging a dead body through their house right now?
I'm done now.
So what are you guys gonna do now?
I guess I can unstick myself from the door jam and slide myself into a chair across the other side of the door from where the guy was sitting.
Okay.
You said that the draconic rune, I can't read it, but I recognize it as being draconic.
Yes.
You recognize it as old draconic. You know new draconic. It's possible that, like, if you wanted to, technically you could try and identify it, but off the slight glance you got of it as he pulled it out of his satchel, you can't identify it. We could always also try and find somebody in the city who can identify it, but
Hey,
I
Bryson,
mean,
are
at
you
this
listening?
point,
Barely, yeah.
Okay.
at this point, what do we want to be doing with these people? Because I mean, holding them any longer seems unreasonable. We need to figure out who they're racing for. That's the only other thing. So
Yeah.
I guess ask them who they're putting their bets on.
I'll be back in like 3 minutes.
All right. Well, I'm asking them who they're putting their bets on.
Okay. So, wait, who they're putting their bets on?
Yeah, who their bet's going towards winning. I mean, I figure it's Gobladell, but
They say, well, we're not really betting. We're here more on, we'll call it dip scouting.
Diplomatics.
They're trying to recruit people.
That's what it sounds like.
Fucking kill them.
I mean, I can't control you. I'm not.
I mean, like, we already, like, threatened their lives, and they work for a mercenary organization. We're trying to get them to place a bet. What the fuck? Just get them to tell us what they know and then murder them.
I mean, sure, if you want to go for it. You're the ones with the intimidation, so.
I mean, that was my original plan, but if we're gonna kill them all, then sure.
I mean, this was a way to just get the money and get, you know. some shit out of them. Like I said, I was trying to set something up for later, but if you guys want to just push it to right now, I mean, you don't know that intention, so.
Yeah, I'm just worried that like if they survive this, they're immediately going to go tell the mercenary organization they worked for that we tried to like we did this to them.
Right,
and then
there's hundreds of them in the city and more coming each day right now too.
Yeah.
We all know that.
yeah, so let's just kill these guys.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm closest to the one at the door. I mean, you have to make a move first though, because this isn't my intention.
Hold on, real
Wait,
quick.
how are they like positioned right now?
Real quick, everybody look in the chat at this random magic item that I just rolled for.
Sword of invisible dragon detection. Weapon, short sword. This short sword glows faintly when there's an invisible dragon within 30 feet of it.
Holy
Nice.
shit! Can I have that?
Nice.
I fucking love that.
Okay, hold on. What are you
Specific.
guys doing right now?
Who's the dipshit?
Well, right now it's Hyde's game. He's
Yeah, how
trying to
are
make a
they like
move.
laid out right now? How are the
Right now, basically, I'm to one side of the door. The elven skinny guy is to the other side of the door. Directly in front of the door is Bryson and Freedom, and theoretically Stan, although he's a brain dead idiot at the moment. And oh wait, no, Hyde's at the bar, and then
I honestly thought you were gonna say, "Oh wait, no, Hyde's the brain dead idiot."
No. Hyde's at the bar, and he's like 5 to 10 feet away from the dude that was sitting in the corner. And so basically, there's like a diagonal line from the guy that's at the door, the elf dude. It goes him at the door. In the center of the room, basically, is Freedom and Bryson. And then there's the dude towards the other corner that was sitting in the corner. And then at the bar, kind of between them, but further towards the back of the room, is Hyde sitting at the bar. And then on the other side of the bar is Eli.
Okay, then I want to stand up, like knocking my stool over and like turning, and as I'm turning I want to draw my pistol out of like the inside of my trench coat and then aim right at the guy who was sitting in the corner's head and take a shot.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Roll.
17.
Yeah, you hit. Roll a d10. And are you making this a magic arrow?
Yeah. Oh shit, I don't have a d10. I only have my d20 on me. Can you roll for me?
Okay, roll that and just divide it by 2, man.
Okay. Should I round up or down?
Up.
5.
Okay, yeah, you basically, you get your +2, or you get your +3 because of Dex, and you get your +1 because it's magic. Yeah, you just kind of like vaporized this guy's head. There's no blood, which the dwarven bartender would probably thank you for. Probably thank you for.
At this point, immediately after he's pulling the gun out, I want to reach into my robes, pull out my kukri, and slide towards the elf sitting at the door and slit his throat.
Okay, there's gonna be significantly more blood.
Well, I mean,
Okay, so.
All right, fine. I'll bash his head with the pommel of it, right between the eyes.
Okay.
Wait, did we roll initiative for this, or?
We don't need to. You got Bryson. When have like our cinematic fights? Like for the first half of the dungeon, I was basically just asking you guys what you wanted to do before fights even started.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, we basically have the initiative anyway because it's a surprise attack.
Yeah, if there's
also because you have them like basically under your power.
Yeah, and we have advantage on this roll hella hard, so.
If there's gonna be like a placed on like there not being blood.
Here, yeah, no, I'm not drawing blood. I'm bashing his forehead with the pommel of my. It's not even gonna kill him. It's gonna knock his ass out. I'm gonna knock him out.
What I was gonna say is that it might be useful for like me to do shit because I'm like death magic boy, and there's not gonna be any blood when I'm around.
So roll for that, Loki.
All right. It's a D20, right? With strength modifier. Fuck, I got a 5.
No, you're using your Dex modifier.
Oh, Dex modifier. Okay, so I got 6.
Because daggers give you finesse.
Oh yeah, that's true. I actually have a bonus for using monk weapons, and the dagger is a monk weapon.
Yeah. Wait, your dex bonus? What's your dex bonus?
My dexterity bonus
Oh,
is
it's a +2.
3.
Okay. Oh, okay. It's just your strength bonus is +2. All right. Yeah. I mean, you don't like. You sort of like scrape the side of his temple instead of hitting him straight on, and he's like, he's basically scared out of his mind, and like he avoided that instinctually, but he's not really gonna make an effort to. As long as you're trying to do like non-lethal stuff, he's not gonna make like an effort to not.
To fight back or to run away,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, he recognizes that you guys have like, Loki, your armor class is not 29. What the
What?
fuck?
What do you mean?
Your armor class is not
Here.
29.
Let me figure out what it is then. Because I know that it's decently high, actually.
You get your bonus for your
Oh yeah, that's
dexterity
right.
and
That's
for
right. Let me see. For
Jesus.
dexterity, it's for dexterity and for.
I think it's dexterity and constitution.
I think it might be, yeah. So it's 12 probably.
Oh no, it's dex plus wisdom.
Oh, it is dex plus wisdom, yeah.
Well,
okay.
your character sheet says dex plus wisdom.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it says in the monk page on this. It says. Let's see. Hit points at higher levels. Let's see what it says.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right. So.
Yeah. So it is 15. Yeah.
How is it 15?
Because.
Oh yeah,
if
yeah. I
it's
gave you another
10
+1. I gave you
yeah.
another +1. I forgot about that.
Yeah, so it's 15.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's established.
Yeah.
Is he gonna? He's not gonna counterattack. He's not doing anything. He's dashed closer to you now, Bryson. By the way, so if you want to
Alrighty.
pull some shit.
I am going to. Oh hey, hold up. Zared is calling me, but I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him. I'm gonna roll attack real quick while I answer this call. 6.
Okay.
I miss.
You do. That's correct. Actually, honestly, no. If that's your pre-total, because you have a +3 for charisma, and the +2 for proficiency. Yeah, you hit.
Eldritch Blast. That shit has a bonus from charisma.
Yeah, he's making a ranged spell attack.
Yeah, it's just interesting that it's charisma bonus.
Well, it's because he's a warlock, not a wizard or something. All of his spells use his charisma bonus.
Yeah, I know. Alright, so does he miss? Does he hit? What's going on? What's happening? I guess I have to wait for him to get off a call to figure out if that was his nat roll or what.
The AR, yeah. Yes.
World. Oh shit! You have Yggdrasil's heart. The fuck? Hi, you've got the heart of Yggdrasil.
It's not Yggdrasil itself. It's a world tree.
Well, yeah, but you know,
There's a few of them. Yeah, they do.
it's not Yggdrasil itself, but it's what would have been worshipped as so by the.
Yeah.
So while Bryson's doing this, am I still holding the guy that I was like holding the gun to his head with that guy?
He's got his
he's-
brain blasted out.
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh, okay. I go. Is there anyone else in this?
There's a dwarf underneath Eli's bow staff or his quarterstaff, and there's a dude that I just missed with my kukri that dashed closer to. He's actually closer to you
Okay,
and
yeah.
Bryson.
I go to that guy, and I like manhandle him over to a table, and I fucking place his head on the table, and I fucking stomp him.
Okay, roll for it. You're gonna roll strength for this.
20.
I love that we're not using like proper attacks or ability attacks or anything. We're literally just like fucking
Okay.
fuck it. I'm gonna curb stomp his ass against.
Yeah,
his
Freedom. Are you going to kill or are you going to incapacitate?
I'm going to incapacitate, and then I'm going to kill him.
Okay, roll 2d4 and add your strength bonus.
Okay, that's a 4, and that's a 3. And then my strength bonus, I think, is just a +1. It's not high. I don't remember.
Yeah. So yeah, he's unconscious.
And then I have a gun, right?
Yes, you do.
Yeah, okay. Just wanted to make sure I had a gun for combat too, not just an aesthetic gun. I fucking shoot him in the head.
And then city is Sacramento.
That's a 12.
Is everybody okay with that?
I mean,
Yeah, I'm okay
we
with
don't
that.
have reaction time to stop that. Like, I have acrobatics and performance, but still, I mean, a gunshot is a fast attack. I don't think
Yeah.
that I
Okay.
could...
Yeah. Freedom. You've successfully killed him.
Yeah, I don't think I could. I
There's-
don't think I can dash like the 15 feet to get to him before he shoots it.
There's blood and brains. There's blood and brains all over the.
I'm 1-4.
Ah, that poor goddamn dwarf, dude.
Wait. I turn back to the bar and I go, you know what? We're gonna need that mop.
Oh my god.
All right, I'm gonna stash my dagger and go back to the bar and finish a stein.
Yeah.
I'll take that to go.
Wait, Loki, what was that?
Like the
I said I'm just
bartender's
going
just
back.
fucking
I mean,
watching.
They're both. Well, the bartender's on the floor. He can't even see it. First of all, he's a dwarf. Second
The
of all, he's
bartender's
underneath
deliberately
the quarters.
hiding from this because he doesn't want to be held accountable.
Well, he's underneath Eli's quarterstaff. Eli never picked it up or did anything. He's still at quarterstaff point under threat of
That's
Eli.
very true.
He just
So he can't. He's behind the bar and under it, like between there and a back room. He was trying to escape to, so he can't see anything. He just heard 2 fucking shots and some scuffling, like.
He
And
says,
he heard that he was gonna need a mop, also.
He says, please don't leave a mess. He like timidly like gives you guys a soapy bucket and a mop from under the counter, still refusing to look over it.
Okay, I go over there and I take the bucket and the mop and I do my best to.
Mop up the brain matter.
Your
Yeah,
best
yeah.
is shit.
I'm aware of that. I'm trying to help anyway, though.
Yeah,
Your
Bryson,
best is my worst.
I have to roll.
Bryson, your skeleton.
Do we have an ability for cleaning? Do we have a roll to clean brain matter off of the floor?
I didn't pick that spell to have. Sorry, Loki.
Yeah,
The what?
actually, some of you might have spells for that. Something like that.
Oh, for cleaning? I don't have any spells.
I
don't think. I have like. I could have. Oh shit! I could have actually, dude. I could have actually stopped Freedom from murdering his ass because I have fucking ×2 jump distance and dash, and I got all kinds of shit.
Why do you
I
care
can't-
about him so much?
I can
I
conjure.
know. I was just. I'm just saying. I
say
don't.
this.
I don't.
I say this out loud.
I mean, I could have even probably caught your goddamn bullet.
I can conjure an invisible servant to clean up the mess better than Bryson can.
Dead friend.
So Dad looks over at you as you say that, and like, look, despite the fact that he doesn't have any flesh on his face, and then still, like, he just goes about cleaning, continuing. Like, you can still like do your better cleaning around him, but he's gonna stubbornly keep wiping the floor with the mop.
All right.
All right, well, that's that. I figure, shit. Should we just leave the bodies? Fuck. What are we
What
doing?
did we
This
learn
is-
from
The
this?
bartender.
Take the stuff.
Sort of,
You know,
Well, we
wait.
learned.
Take
we
the
learned-
stuff.
sort of pipes up and goes like, "Please don't leave the bodies."
I have a better idea. I say this out loud. We take their stuff and we mutilate their faces and cut off their hands so they can't trace
Well,
them.
neither of them have faces anymore.
Well, then the rest of them.
The hands.
Bryson,
and-
aren't you a
hands.
necromancer?
Sort of. Depends on the.
Can you
depends
make them our servants?
I mean, I
undead
have a
servants?
I have a
Jesus
whistle
Christ,
that
why-
lets me
Yes,
cast the
Bryson, you
raised dead
can.
spell. Okay, so I'm gonna use my magic whistle to
Oh
cast
my
the raised
God.
dead spell for my one time this
We're
day.
gonna walk around the city with a dude with a hole in his face and the other without a head.
No, we
Wait, no, guys.
Wait, is this any use? Can we like interrogate them even though they're missing like facial?
No.
No, they're zombies. They just do my bidding. But for
Wait,
those
guys,
of you who
okay, wait, no. I take the hoodie I took from the guy, and I just put it over the neck stump.
Okay, so for those of you that weren't like present when I acquired
heard
this
you.
whistle, it's a magic
Nobody
whistle
else but you was complaining.
that
I
lets
get
me
it.
cast
Go
raised
away.
dead once per day. But because I don't have lungs, my method of operating the whistle is I just crunch it. Like I just like bite it, like, and it clacks so hard that
Yeah,
clack just echoes throughout plains and raises the dead to do my bidding.
It's about the intent.
Yeah. So like
What-
I put my teeth on it and it clacks and I like act like I'm gonna blow, but I don't have lungs, so nothing happens.
Yeah. So
But I still cast it.
the corpses stand up, and they I mean, fuck. The corpses stand up and they're there to do your bidding.
All right, let's
They're
go, guys.
goddamn- they're
Let's
goddamn
go,
there.
boys.
Fold yourself 12 times.
Okay.
Pee your pants. Hold on, I drew a picture of the bartender too. Sans hat. Thanks to Hyde's brutality.
Fucking took his hat. Damn asshole.
Are there any drawings of my character? I
Can,
forget.
can we add the fact that Hyde
yes,
now
there's
has the dwarves
Yeah, Hyde,
hat?
I don't know if I showed you a picture that I drew of your character a few weeks ago. I don't think I did. Hold on, let
One
me.
that Freedom drew for the podcast, honestly, was pretty perfect.
Yeah.
I've yet to.
Yeah, it looks like that didn't get carried over onto my new phone, unfortunately. So I have it in a folder somewhere.
You got another new
Freedom.
phone?
Yeah, my phone fucking died. So Freedom, could you actually send Hyde that picture that I sent you that one time? That I drew?
Sure. Let me try and find it. Keep things going while I'm looking for it.
Okay. So yeah, what are you guys gonna do now? What's your game plan?
Good question.
Yeah, we
Violence,
just
man. The
murdered a
goddamn-
bunch of people and.
I guess let's go race.
Well, that's
Race
this
too.
is still like midday. The race isn't even happened yet. This all happened in like the span of like 10-20 minutes.
Yeah.
Do
honestly,
you guys want to drink?
I think that I mean
Loki always wants to drink.
you and I are fairly hammered. I'm what, 5 steins in, a bottle of sake and a couple shots of whiskey. So I mean, I'm fairly inebriated. But I mean, shit. Shall we go
Are you saying
investigate?
you're turning down a drink?
I'm not. I'm just. I mean, I have a flask still filled with alcohol that I restocked at the bar. So,
All right. Yeah. So
I mean, we should discuss this. We're discussing this. What do we?
are you guys grabbing a drink?
We're discussing this
Bartender
over.
did sort of just let you murder 2 people in his bar.
We are discussing this over a drink, but we're discussing
Three.
what our next plan of action.
Let's pay, I
I'd like to point
guess.
out that I haven't really gotten a chance to drink the whiskey that I ordered, but the water skin is still screwed to the base of my skull.
Would it be rude to just leave? I mean, yeah,
we got how many gold pieces from the two guys that we just murdered?
You know what?
So
Let's give them
let's just give him that gold. Let's take the runestone thing. The nightstick, I don't think matters unless somebody wants it.
I'm good.
Nobody. So then I figure we finish our drink and let's goddamn get our ass out. We're leaving the nightstick, Simon.
Oh, okay.
And we gave the guy all of the gold that they emptied out on the.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, he pours.
This
you
is
guys,
why
like,
we're
some
the
nice
good
drink.
guys.
He
This
pours
is
you
what
guys some
separates
nice
us from
drink.
All
animals.
right, we got some nice drinks. Let us enjoy, Hyde. Let us enjoy and sip our beverages. So what are we gonna do next? Are we going to what are we gonna do?
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, no, do you guys want to talk about, hey, I'm trying to figure out a natural way to bring this up. What was your guys' childhoods like?
I mean, I grew
Good.
up on the streets in Patchwork, dude. I was like a ruffian, and then I was taken into a monastery, and but I still kept close to the street, and I ended up getting involved in some races and stuff. Once the monastery was attacked, I developed a drinking habit after the monastery got destroyed, and I moved my ass here to this port city, and I got
After
involved.
you ask that question, Freedom, I just kind of like
just squeakily turns his bar stool away and moves to another table.
No, I stay there. I just stare at Freedom briefly before going back to pouring whiskey into the water skin under my mouth.
And then like in the
Can
middle of
I attach like a hose to your water skin through like the air hole that would usually be when you were drinking it to filter into my water skin?
I
Just,
see.
like,
Dude, you can
hidden
just
in my
occasionally
room.
take the water skin from under my head and drink from it. Like, it's not, like, it's no big deal, man. Like, it's
He's gonna get your cooties.
And
Alright,
while,
it's my fucking throat whiskey. No,
I'm alright with that. I'm alright with that.
dude, because you give me that look, and then Loki starts telling me about his before meeting him, and you keep staring at me, and I go from looking at Loki to looking at Bryson, and then eventually I'm like, okay, stop a second. I wasn't fucking talking to you.
Goddamn savage, bro.
And then I stop looking at you and just turn back to my whiskey and then take another sip throughout the whole exchange.
At which point I was already taking a sip from the water skin, so I hurriedly shove the water skin back under your jawbone to catch the whiskey.
Yeah, and I don't make a move to wait for you. I'm just actively I'm gonna take a gulp of this whiskey and good luck getting it back in time, but you do.
Fuck yeah.
Anyway, I mean it's cool to hear. Oh, that's a sick ass logo.
That is a pretty tough
It's cool to hear. Someone else out there. Well, who the fuck is doing that?
Freedom, just continue what you're saying.
That is the loudest thing I've ever heard in my life. Jesus H. Stop! Don't do it! Don't
Nobody's ever been louder.
Never. So come on, Freedom. What are you saying, man?
I'm saying that it's really nice to hear another person, out there, getting all fucked up. And I don't feel so alone anymore, I guess. Anyway,
By my tragic backstory.
yeah, I didn't really have a tragic backstory. It was pretty much.
I mean, mine's not that tragic. It's just kind of, a sad story. But I should probably stop drinking.
Pouring water.
Fucking stop!
That's what pouring water sounds like.
It's so loud.
Fucking mute yourself.
Alright, so plan of action, guys. We have the majority of the day left.
Wait,
for
I
the
don't know
race.
anything about fucking. I don't know anything.
Oh, okay. All right. Get some information out of the skeleton if you can.
No, I just don't know anything about Mr. Sabor over here. He hasn't even said anything this whole time.
Well, we know that he's looking for this druid guy who's tall.
Well, why
and
should I
is
trust him?
loud.
Because I'm very trustworthy, I say gritty ear.
That's the
With
face
your
of someone
fucking
who's.
scary dragonborn mouth.
Yes.
You know what? That's the face of a trustworthy person.
Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna find that picture.
See, here's the thing. When this whole nuclear war thing started happening, I decided that the best course of action would be to try and fuse myself with a cockroach. Unfortunately, I had the wrong DNA at hand, and I kind of
goddamn mush.
I kind of fucked up the whole thing, and so now we have this. But I survived anyway, so I guess it worked.
It's okay, man. We all make mistakes.
Yeah.
Most just don't involve turning yourself into an insect, but things happen.
Well, life experiences.
Sometimes it's a water mammal. Sometimes it's,
You learn stuff along the way, which is really important for later.
What about our draconic friend over here? What's his connection with this druid?
This is my smile, and we were classmates.
You're fucking classmates where?
Classmates at the school that we trained for wizardry.
Right. Okay.
Right. It sounds really.
It sounds pretty prestigious.
Yeah.
Hold on, this is not what I imagine your character looking like. I just sort of drew this picture. When you started talking about your character's creepy smile.
The picture that Freedom drew reminded me so much of Guillemon because of the shape of his head.
That's
true.
I love Guillemon.
Dude, I love fucking Digimon art.
Oh my god.
Digimon are the
one of my favorite cartoons ever.
Yeah. All right. Well. What about our skeleton here?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Where did this guy come from? This old bag of bones.
The sky.
Freedom, where's the picture that I drew of him?
I couldn't find it.
Dude, what the heck? I sent that to you.
What? Do you not save your fucking notebooks?
I do. I brought all of them with me. You watched me fucking grab all of them and show you all my pictures.
Then go and find it.
Dad.
I'm trying, man. Why is the onus on
Bryson.
me? I fucking sent this shit to you.
Because it's
Bryson
you
alive.
fucking drew it.
I sent this shit.
I feel like
You
he's just
drew it.
staring intently at my character and is not saying a word. It's like a skeleton should be.
Dad, how did you become a father?
How'd you become a skeleton?
Well, okay,
Magic
so-
gone wrong? Question mark.
I'll tell you guys the story of how my character became a skeleton, but it's going to be out of character because my character does not remember how he became a skeleton. So in this setting, the whole magical catastrophe that created the world as it is happened 3,000 years ago. My character was a normal human before the catastrophe, and he was really goth, and he was really fucking goth, and he was into like necromancy and shit, and but magic didn't exist, so
He liked fucking bones?
he liked feeding he liked feeding ravens and shit. So when the magic catastrophe hit, he had just barely gotten a raven to come near him and trust him for just a second. And yeah, that was the instant the catastrophe hit. So the raven and him were sort of bonded together in mind, body, and soul. And he noticed a week later that his skin was starting to rot away. And he realized, or at least like really hoped, like he got lucky basically. Like this is exactly what he always wanted to happen. But even like at this stage, it was mostly wishful thinking. It was like, oh shit, yeah, I'm a necromancer now. I've got all this immortality power shit. Like he could have totally been wrong.
So yeah,
But
he either could have
he ended
like
up
turned
acting
into a ghoul or like a zombie and just rotted away and then fallen apart, or
Or
he
just-
could have let
yeah.
this happen.
So he, what he did, he was always a frail little boy. So as soon as he realized, hey, my body's rotting away, but I kind of have an eternal life thing going on, he just started fucking chugging milk and eating all the broccoli he could find to make his bones as strong as possible. It didn't have much of an impact. His strength is 8, but
He doesn't have any muscles.
the same thing was happening to the Raven at the same time. Like it was starting to rot away, but it was still like, cool with it. And it got more intelligent. Like ravens are already fucking smart and they can mimic human speech, but this Raven became like near human intelligence. And he had never like indicated that he had like what his name was when he was trying to tame the Raven. So the Raven just called him Dad. And eventually he forgot his own name. So he was just like, I just go by Dad now because that's what my son calls me. He
Nice. And
calls the
he's,
Raven his son as well.
he's
So-
been alive for thousands of years.
Yeah,
What's
right?
the Raven's actual name?
His game plan. Oh, it doesn't have one. He hadn't he maybe he had named it like when he like was trying to tame it, and it was some goth shit like
Ebony.
Metal or something.
Nevermore.
Ebony Darkest Dimensional Raven Way was the original name of his Raven, but he doesn't remember, so he calls it his son. Anyway, so his game plan for the last 3,000 years has been just like, shimmying his bones around in the desert because the sand is good for polishing his bones. And like about 300 years pre-campaign, he got captured by the elf druid Belak that we were trying to look for. No, he got captured by some goblins and then eventually again by the elf druid Belak, and he spent like those 300 years just like chilling in the sunken citadel. And that was like,
Wait,
And then-
shit, was Belek the dude that we killed?
yes. Dude, we had a whole like moment where Hyde was like realized fully like shit, that was the guy, and he just obliterated him.
Oh, shit, that's right. I forgot about that. Hey,
Anyway,
who,
so Hyde and Freedom and Stanley were like exploring the dungeon that I had been interned in, and they found a room with a bunch of skeletons in it, and I was one of those skeletons, and you're caught up.
I
in the
can't
present now.
believe like none of you fucking like realized when Eli came in and was like, "Hey, I'm looking for a guy who was looking for a guy named Belak." I can't believe none of you were like, "Oh, fucking we killed a guy and read his notebook that had that name."
Well, I knew nothing about it, so.
I know.
Oh, whoops. Sorry, Eli. Did we accidentally? Never mind. Forget what I said. I'm not part of this. This group isn't mine.
So anyways,
I'm not part of this group.
you're part of this group. We're deciding what we're gonna do with the rest of our day because we've effectively spent half an hour drinking and killing people.
They were asking for it.
Okay, but what are we gonna do with the rest of our day? Because we now know that the Eternal Sunset is in town and they're involved in the races.
Are we
somehow.
in or near
We
a big
also-
city?
We also have we're in a very big city. We also have the robot missing.
Well, why don't we could just fucking cruise around and look for some clues.
All right, yeah, I'm down. I'm gonna go ahead and top off my water container with some whiskey. I'm ready. Let's go.
Has
Here
the
we go.
water container ever had water in it?
No.
No.
So you guys, I think this is as good a stopping point as any because it's like midnight now.
True.
Tomorrow night?
Yeah. So you guys are prepared to head out into the rest of the day with your knowledge from this session.
Yeah.
This was a good one.